What's going on, brothers? It's Mgtow, you're the name. Got a video for you. It's entitled Lockout Part 10. Here goes. So, this Lockout game is ruthless. I'm telling you, brothers, it's a monster. So, more and more of these tribes are getting locked out and ghosted. And a lot of them can't seem to figure out why it's happening more and more. And for you brothers worth your soul, you brothers with eyes to see, ears to hear, we understand why it's happening. It's happening because this is the end result of them dealing in deception for decades and decades. This is the end result of their fraud and usury. This is the end result of them getting behind things like hashtag Mgtow, hashtag waste this time. I mean, things are getting tough for them. There's a tampon shortage, there's a car loan apocalypse brewing, and I mean, these tribes are getting ghosted so much to the point where, let's see, their boyfriends are ghosting them, their male friends, their orbiters are ghosting them, and I recently found out that it's gotten so bad that even their own therapists are ghosting them. Yes. I mean, these tribes have stunk the place up so fucking bad that even their therapists don't want anything to do with them. They're being ghosted by them. So, this pretty much means that even those who aren't Mgtows, those who aren't bachelors, even they're locking out these tribes because their behavior is just that damn bad. And nobody wants to put up with it anymore. Nobody wants to babysit them. And you have others who double down and triple down on their trash bag behavior, and they're finding the doors being slammed in their face more and more. But I gotta say it like this. Their misery was all self-inflicted. It's all self-inflicted. I mean, you got tribes getting online and complaining because the men who are messaging them and calling them are using burner phones. They're not using their actual phones, which makes it easier for these men to ghost them. They're mad at that. And I gotta remind you, brothers, these particular tribes had no problem with ghosting as long as the ones getting ghosted were men. Have you noticed that? I have. They were fine with ghosting as long as the ones being ghosted were men. But when enough young men got tired of the bullshit and they returned fire, that's a problem. But it's twofold. You see, they're getting ghosted and locked out. And I find this to be comical because this is what happens when you deal in deception. Men are learning, adjusting, and adapting. You think millennials who've gone their own way are ruthless? I'd say the Gen Z young men, their lockout game is ruthless. I mean, really ruthless. I mean, they really aren't going for that shit. They're not going for being stood up. They're not going for being stabbed in the back. They're not going for being part with their resources, especially during these legendary bad days. But despite all of this that's going on, these tribes are still trying to feign in, still want to play dumb. They still want to double down, triple down on their bad behavior. And I gotta keep saying it. For you brothers worth your soul, you brothers with eyes to see, ears to hear, you owe it to yourselves to master your lockout game and perfect it. You got to do that because with all this shit going on, with all this desperation increasing, you with your average job, you with your savings, you brothers who have no student loan debt, no credit card debt, no criminal record. You're starting to look like a juicy cheeseburger to these trollops, to these land wheels, to these psychotic malcontents. That's what you're starting to look like. But that's why you owe it to yourself to master your Lockout game and perfect it, brothers. Block, ignore, goes. Get your lock on. You gotta do that. They're being ghosted by their therapists. They're being ghosted by female dating coaches. They're being ghosted by male friends. It's crazy. But at the same time, I understand why it's happening. I completely understand why it's happening. And to be frank, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. They wanted to deal in deception where they get nothing. Or as the famous saying goes, if you start with a lie, you end up with nothing. And they're learning that right now. Sucks to be them. It is what it is. This is L.O.M. Mgtow. So I got, brothers. Like the video, like see you, like the commentary, feel free to subscribe. If you want to donate to my channel, you find a tip jar on the upper right hand side of the screen. That's your plus icon. Alright, fam. Alright, brethren, you know it's real. You know what you're going to live away. SYSPM. As for these trollops, these psychotic malcontents, these broke Cleon bitches, and the desperate amongst us who are trying to look for juicy targets, give them nothing. This has been Mgtow PSA. Welcome to State. See you soon.